Well, in the first instance, my expectation is that the federal government, as promised or pledged by the president in his speech, should have just gone ahead, engage them in respect of the 5 demands of the youth. And beyond that also, try to build confidence in this youth. The truth of the matter, except we are deceiving ourselves, is that Nigerians generally and largely tend not to trust the government in anything. In fact, to a large extent, when government says no, most Nigerians interpret it to mean yes. And in a situation like this, where the youth themselves have come out to say, look, we do not trust you. Anything you say, you are not going to live up to the expectation. The least that we can do post the protest should have been that we engage them to put this trust that, having promised that we will deliver this, we are going ahead to do it. The regrettable thing is that, and from my experience with the government, particularly at the federal level, I'm not too sure. I must confess that the president is aware of it, because if you recall in his speech, he did say that as far as he's concerned, he recognized the right of the people of Nigeria to protest. But the truth is that we have so many overzealous public officials who will go out of their way in order to want, in the process of attempting to impress the president, to do things that are not only retrogressive, they are even barbaric. How will you freeze somebody's account for 90, 180 days without any investigation? In the first instance, Central Bank is not it cannot be investigating crime. We know by the law that, by the constitution of this country, agencies that can investigate crime. And if you must do that, the reality of the matter is that must have been done before you approach the court. I would rather even prefer a situation where such power must be, as a matter of urgency, deleted, because it's going to hurt all of us. It's a bad precedent. The reality is that the senators, I even understand, and I know that the Central Bank is usually pushing for the expansion of that provision before the Senate did do amendment. That, in my very strong view, must be opposed and rejected. And Nigerians generally must rise up, must speak up against this provision. It can be abused, and it's being abused in my very strong view. You cannot just wake up one morning and start freezing people's account because you suspect. You haven't even done your inquiry. You haven't done your investigation according to the order. That, in my view, is very, very wrong, and it must be condemned by all.